Dear students, I welcome you all for the today's session with cheerful and fresh mental energy. We are understanding the particle nature of light by the two experiments. They are number one, photoelectric effect, which is explained by the help of Max Planck's theory by Albert Einstein, and the second one is black body radiation. Already we have discussed photoelectric effect. Now today we are going to discuss on black body radiation. Friends, we all know that there are three modes of heat transfer. They are conduction, convection, and radiation. Because we are understanding the structure of atom chapter, which is the result of the interaction of radiation with matter, we will little bit learn about radiation only. Radiation is mode of heat transfer. For this, medium is not required. It can travel in the vacuum also. Radiation comes in the form of electromagnetic waves. Best example is electromagnetic waves or heat waves reaching our earth from the sun. So we pinpoint only on the radiation part. So let us go to the beautiful caption. Everybody is exposed to radiation. A little bit more or less is of no consequence. Means we're all exposed to radiation, one or the other. But some little bit more, some little bit less, but it will not cause any problem. So we are a part of the radiation. Okay, that is the meaning of this caption. So with this caption, we'll move to the radiation part of the today's session. And today's discussion topic is black body radiation. All bodies emit radiation at all temperatures. This is the one important statement. All bodies, whether it is a bench or a pen or you or me, some radiate less, some radiate more. But all bodies emit radiation at all temperatures, whether it is a summer or winter or the rainy. That is the meaning. But amount of radiation depends upon temperature and material. Wood may emit in a different way, plastic may emit in different way. Okay, the same plastic in the summer different way, the same plastic in the winter also in a different way it radiates, but it radiates. That's why he says amount of radiation depends upon temperature and material. In the same way, all bodies absorb radiations at all temperature. Amount of radiation here also depends upon which radiation, absorption radiation depends upon temperature and the material. That means all bodies emit and absorb radiations at all temperature, and that amount of radiation depends upon the temperature and the material is the conclusion. Now here let us make 2 points clear. One is a system, other one is surrounding. In the universe, you are a system. Except you, everything is surrounding. So system plus surrounding is our universe. So here, if surrounding temperature is more than the temperature of the system, surrounding is more than the system, then system absorbs radiation. Correct? That's why I have written here, absorption is more than the emission. That time, when the system is absorbing, whatever the temperature of the system, it increases. Okay, please think. Now, reverse case. If surrounding temperature is less than the temperature of the system, then system emits radiation. This time emission is more than the absorption by the body or the system. That time, if system emits, what happens to the temperature? System temperature decreases. By chance, if rate of emission is exactly equal to rate of absorption, then system is in equilibrium, balanced condition. Okay, that's why it is said system temperature neither more nor less. System temperature is constant. Now here is an equation. Before the equation, you please go through on a small diagram. It is a body emitting radiations. Okay. Now Q is proportional to A, area. What is Q? Heat emitted, radiated. Okay. So this radiation, heat radiation by this body is proportional to the area, surface area. Less the area, less the surface area, less is the radiation. More the area, more the surface area, more is the radiation. So directly proportional to the area. In the same way, heat emitted is also directly proportional to the time. Till what time, whether it is radiating in 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes, depend upon it is having energy. So rate of emission or the heat emitted also proportional to what? Time. First what? Area and the time. If you combine these two equations, what you will get? Therefore, Q is proportional to A and T both. Now let us remove the proportionality sign by keeping some constant. So Q equal to E into AT. E is called what? Proportionality constant. Here it is called by one scientific term. So E is called as what? Emissive power. Emissive power. How much it is emitting with what ability? That is called emissive power, which depends on material, wavelength and temperature. What type of material is emitting radiation? What is its emissive power? With what wavelength, small wavelength, longer wavelength, or at what temperature the system is. At that temperature, which type of wavelength is coming out, by what material. So all three is very important. Therefore, emissive power depends on material, wavelength and temperature. So what is the equation? Q equal to EAT. Please remember this equation. Now, how we have understood emissive power, in the same way we will understand in brief, not in detail, what is absorptive power, ability to absorb. It is symbolically A. It is equal to heat absorbed by body divided by heat incident on the body. For example, on a particular body, 200 radiations are incident. They are falling. They are called incident rays. But though 200 radiations are falling on the body, but that body or the system, how much it is absorbing, whether all absorbing, all 200 or only 180 or only 60, that is called what? Absorptive power. So absorptive power is what? Out of the incident rays which is falling on the body, how many it is absorbing? That is called its absorptive power. So it is equal to heat absorbed by body divided by heat incident on the body. Now, if A equal to 1, how I should make A equal to 1? Both numerator, denominator should be equal. That means how many are falling, all are absorbed. If 100 falls, all 100 absorbs. If 1 lakh falls, all 1 lakh absorbs. It is 100% absorption. So it is called as what? That body is called as, or system is called as a perfect absorber. Out of how many incident rays are there on a particular body or a system, if it absorbs everything, all, so 100 by 100 or lakh by lakh, that means if A equal to 1, then it is called as what? the body or system is called as it is a perfect absorber. If A equal to 0, okay, 100 rays are falling on a body. Out of 100, not a single ray is absorbed. Absorption is 0 because different body, no, different material, different body, different capacity. So out of 100 rays which is falling on a particular body, not a single radiation is absorbed. What does it mean? It means it has not absorbed at all. That time 0 absorption out of 100. So 0 by 100, that gives what? A equal to 0. So if A equal to 0, it has not absorbed at all. That means other side of the not absorbed is called what? It is a perfect emitter. These two are very important, my dear boys, my dear students. If A equal to 1, that body is called as a perfect absorber. And if A equal to 0, it is called a perfect emitter. And these two conditions are there with what? With a special body known as what? Black body. For black body, A is equal to 1 and A equal to 0. That means it is a perfect absorber and a perfect emitter. Now we'll come to the meaning. What is black body? Black body is an ideal body which absorbs all radiations falling on it at any temperature and at any incident angle. So at any temperature, how many falls on that body it should absorb, with what direction, with what angle it is falling, irrespective, no need to worry. So it has to absorb at any cost all the radiations. That body is called as what? Black body. This is scientific meaning. A black body is an idealized physical body that absorbs all incident electromagnetic waves or radiation regardless of frequency or angle of incidence. Okay. The name black body is given because it absorbs radiation in all frequencies. See, when a body has absorbed all the radiations, when time comes, it will give out all radiations. So it is a perfect emitter also. So what he says, not because it only absorbs, indeed a black body can also emit radiation. So a black body is a perfect absorber as well as a perfect emitter. So we will end our discussion today with this knowledge. So using this knowledge, how black body radiation is explained graphically, tomorrow we will discuss. I think you understood what is radiation and what is black body and what is black body radiation. Thank you, my dear boys, and thank you, my dear students.